Good morning. Sunday morning.
Happy Sunday. Welcome to Zeducation and welcome to another episode of You Laugh, You Lose. If you are new to this channel and new to this series, the game is simple. If you laugh at anything today, you lose and you have to do a punishment. What is today's punishment? Today's punishment is simple. You laugh today, you lose. And at some point this week, you can choose the day. You have to take the day off and you have to go ice fishing all day long. If you live in the South, you got to travel. I'm sorry. You got to get out there before sun up and you got to leave after sundown. It is what it is. Is that even a punishment? Get real. Also, before we get into today's video, as I said on Thursday, if you need a last-minute gift for a loved one, anyone, please be sure to consider checking out my book. You can check it out on Amazon, Barnes & Noble. There's an Audible version. All of those links will be posted down below. But first, before you do anything, let's get into today's game. If you accept the terms of today's game, head down and like this video. And if you are new here, please make sure you are subscribed and have the bell clicked for notifications when new videos are uploaded. Now on to today's game. If you laugh, you lose. Go. Weather, negative 20 degrees, negative 200 degree wind chill, 5 feet of snow on the ground, Yetis abducted people, foolish enough to be outside, and one guy. Always, we're at that time of year. Yetis abducting people. I've seen it. Seen it with my own eyes. It's crazy. It gets 20 below out. They start roaming. They start taking people. It's true. Harry Potter, Gryffindor, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff. You're a computer, Harry. Have I said this before? I got a freaking stupid HP printer. Stop making me have a login. Just connect to my computer and print. I can't even see the word HP, the letters HP, the logo, and not get mad. It's irritated. Well, two memes in, I'm already pissed. GSP, retired. Patty Bimblet, active fighter. Dude, that guy has a wild fluctuation with his weight. He finishes his fight and he just starts eating junk food for the next month. It's wild. He's a good fighter, though. Humans, when it comes to eating bugs. Giant bugs. Giant bugs that live underwater. They're not really bugs, though. I think they're crustaceans, right? So they're not technically bugs. I've looked into this because I heard they were bugs and I was like, oh, I'm eating bugs. And I looked into it. They're not really bugs. I could be wrong there. I'm not going to not eat shrimp. It's delicious. You ever had lobster? Dude, it's amazing. If one person is tailgating you, they are the problem. If everyone is tailgating you, you are the problem. To their defense, and generally I don't defend these people because they're irritating. It's tough. You're going on a 60-mile-per-hour road and you're going 50. You're holding everyone up. But to their defense, what if the car is the problem? What if they're nursing the speed because they don't want it to blow up? Okay, let's empathize here, folks. It's the holiday season. Don't be a Scrooge. Although, come on, if your car can't make it on a 60-mile-per-hour, whatever it is, don't drive on it. How about that? The Atlanta airport designers were like, and then, what if we had them run a 5K? Atlanta, I'm trying to think. I've been there and I hated it. Is it Chicago that's the big giant square, or is that Atlanta? I can't remember. One of them is like, both of them are massive, and they're not fun to travel to. But a lot of women say their husbands don't listen. Luckily, I've never heard my wife say that. Me neither. Manager, we would hope our employees are not just here for the money. Me, there's literally no other reason why I would be here. Yeah, manager, I'm sorry, but you are delusional. That's why people work for you, because they need the money. Most of the time, like, you try to add this rah-rah, we're a family type stuff. It just isn't going to happen. We're a family here at Zeducation. Literally. Got it. You know, my brother's, it works for me. You are given this car with free gas and maintenance for life. Would you drive it? Of course. Free gas and free are you kidding me? Who cares? Dude, I would drive that around for sure. It's a no-brainer. Who cares what it looks like? Oh, but don't you worry about what people think? No, not at all. Who cares? When your cat runs away for 2 days and comes back. You know, some places have laws. You're not allowed, you can't just have your cat running around. When we lived in California, dude, there was cats everywhere. It was nuts. Like every yard had a cat living in it. It's like these little territorial things. Then they'd start fighting if they got too close to each other. It's wild. I'm positive that you will not know what this is. If you really know this, then you must be old. The hell is that? It kind of looks like, you see that thing at the top there? It kind of looks like it would screw up into the ceiling, like a garage door. Could also be some sort of press. Is it like a t-shirt press? Is it like an iron, an old-fashioned iron? You press your shirts? Dude, I have no idea what this is. It's got to be some arts and crafts thing, right? Texas ghost town for sale at $100,000. Entire Texas town abandoned in the 90s, list for only $100,000. Is this true? Lobo, Texas. That seems pretty cheap. You know what? I feel like we should band together. Like all of us here on Zeducation. We have 1 million subscribers. There's probably going to be like 200,000 to 300,000 views on this video. If we all pitch in $1, less than $1, 50 cents, we could buy this. This could be the Zeducation. This could be the start of it, man. This could be it. This is not an amazing idea if this is real. Fumbling more than just the ball. This high school had a misspelling on their sign, so their football opponents that week took advantage. Welcome to Trenton. Welcome to Trenton to bringing you the L you're missing. That's embarrassing. How do you miss that? I mean, that looks like a pretty high-level thing there. You know, maintenance probably did it. Maybe it was an outside vendor that came in and put the sign up. You guys don't do, like, proofs? You don't do proofs before you print stuff? You didn't approve the proof? When your ma, who had absolutely no business cutting hair, decided to cut your hair when you were a kid. Again, does image matter? To an extent, but at the same time, money's tight. Mom's cutting your hair, dude. Just relax, all right? If you don't like it, maybe she'll change it a little bit the next time. Practice makes perfect, so don't get too mad at her. Dear paranoid people who check behind the shower curtain for murderers, what exactly is the plan if you find one? You ever thought about that? I have to check and see if someone's in here. I gotta make sure I gotta watch the garage in case someone rolls under. What if someone does roll under the garage as you're shutting it? What are you gonna do then? Maybe we should just stop with these irrational fears. You've heard of Elf on the Shelf. Now get ready for Limp Biscuit on a brisket. Am I doing this run right? Is that Limp Biscuit? Is that Fred Durst? That is bad. That's bad. Have you ever read a comment that made you click the person's profile to see if they look just as stupid as they sound? All the time. All the time. And I also scroll through their feed to see what type of stuff they post. You know, if it's like, okay, you reposted Rachel Maddow and you weren't criticizing her or laughing at her. Okay, that tells me everything I need to know. Here's the problem with fruit. It's inconsistent. Some apples are delicious, some taste bad. Sometimes blueberries are great, sometimes they are disgusting. You know what's the same every time? Doritos. That's a lie. That is 1000% a lie. You ever had the Cool Ranch ones? And we don't buy Doritos in our house, I have to say that. But if I do have Doritos, they're delicious, okay? We don't go out of our way to buy them. But I've had enough Doritos in my life to know that that is not true. You get the Cool Ranch ones. Sometimes you get an absurd amount of Cool Ranch toppings on your Dorito, right? It's amazing. Other times, they were at the end of the seasoning bottle, and you barely got any. So this is not true. Sometimes self-care means bulk ordering googly eyes with intent to vandalize. Are you vandalizing people's homes, like in their family pictures? Or are you just putting the googly eyes on faces? Is that... You got a problem. Me at Epcot in 1992. Oh my gosh, a video telephone call? That would be the greatest thing ever. Me now. Someone tried to FaceTime me, so I lit my phone on fire. That's a rare breed, someone that is FaceTiming, that like isn't a grandparent. Because it's always a grandparent that wants to see the grandkids. That's acceptable. 1000% acceptable. Grandparents FaceTime all the time. Kids love it. But if you're just FaceTiming a friend, that's weird. It really is. It's weird in my opinion. Me after I complained about it not being cold enough for 3 months, and now it's actually cold enough. Again, here in Minnesota, we know this very well. most of the Midwest, there's only like a 2-week window where the weather is phenomenal. The rest of the years, the rest of the weeks, 50 weeks of the year, we're complaining. This is what it is. Why do we still live here? Honestly, I ask myself that all the time. It was like -10 this week. Why do we still live here? If not for the ice fishing and the ice skating and the hockey, why do we still live here in the winter? Modern problems require modern solutions. All right, well, that is a solution, but did you have the boot on for a ticket? You got a warrant out for you now? You're taking the boot with you too. That's property of the government gang. You know, they might get you. The last thing you ate is what you have to name them. What did I eat? Costco lunch wrap. You know those little wraps, the pre-made, they come in the little circles. You know what I'm talking about? What would you call those? I'm gonna say a sandwich. I'm just gonna say sandwich or a wrap. Last night, I had a horrifying dream that disco is actually making a comeback. At first, I was afraid. I was petrified. At first, I was afraid. I was petrified. I don't know the rest of the words. But anyways, nice meme. Congrats on sneaking that one past, kinda. An AI shows what Jack Dawson would look like if he hadn't died on the Titanic. AI's getting crazy, man. Can predict what you're gonna look like in, 30 years, 20 years. Look at Jack Dawson. It's a shame that Rose let him die like that. She had room. I stopped by the thrift store down the street today and... What are those? Oh, come on. Are those dolls? Why would you do that? How would they know I got a fear of killer dolls? I'm not going to that store. Shame on that thrift store, dude. Idea. Tinder, but for fighting. You swipe right on dudes whose asses you want to kick. And if you both swipe each other, you gotta fight. Dude. And you can't say no. If you swipe right and want to fight, you have to fight. There's no holding back. Dude, I kind of like this idea. It's like a modern day fight club, right? Feminist picnic falls apart after no one makes any sandwiches. Grow up. It's a Babylon Bee headline. Grow up. At Lowe's today, I can't make this stuff up. At this point, I'm not surprised. Maybe, I don't know how to defend this one. I really don't. It's whatever, dude. People are dumb. These are 4 separate movies. Really? Whatever. He's made hundreds of millions of dollars on his movies. But I do feel like we're like Rock had his peak. He peaked out. I feel like people are over The Rock. I could be wrong there, but they're just junky movies. There's really nothing to them, cheap storylines. This is why Germans don't play Scrabble. Is this actually true? I gotta know this. They have to have a Scrabble game. There's no way that's a real word, by the way. I just don't believe that. Forget Jake Paul. Can we have this matchup, please? You're welcome. Dude. When we buy the ranch, we buy the Zed Ranch, that haunted ghost town in Texas, all right? We all get together and do that. We will throw a fight to promote our new town. With this, we will host this fight. I love it. This is a great idea. Genius, dude. Look at this. We're creating our own system, our own town. I love it, dude. It's taking shape today. If you ever hate yourself, just remember that last year I hosted Thanksgiving for my family and I told them to park in the wrong spot and every single person got towed. Oh. That sucks. Now you know for next year though, right? May you have the confidence of my child who asked for a snack 5 minutes after refusing to eat his meal. You know what happens to that confidence? I'm sure at some point we were all toddlers and we had that confidence, but it goes away, right? May you keep that confidence for your entire life. That entitlement. I'm kidding. When your kid gets sick at daycare and you get sick 2 days later, curse you! Curse you and all your halflings. You know what's coming. Take your vitamin D. Vitamin D, vitamin C, you're not getting that sunlight now. It's cold out. My wife, every time the temperature gets below 68 degrees in the house. It's like perfect 68. You know, you put on the sweatpants and the hoodie. It's comfortable. You're a little bit cold, wrap up with a blanket, put your slippers on, you know? This dog never wants to hear anyone complain about his barking ever again. They gotta practice, dog, they gotta. You, on the other hand, you've had enough practice. You know how to bark just fine. Dear taco trucks, please consider cruising neighborhoods like ice cream trucks. Good business idea right there. I'm surprised this doesn't exist. Literally any food truck, but especially tacos. People love tacos. I would stop the taco truck all the time. So, I think it's a good idea. Can you guys stop reporting our tweets for spam? That is dumb. Dumb. You must get rid of one movie. Home Alone, Elf, Christmas Vacation, A Christmas Story. Jeez, really? I have to say A Christmas Story, we've been over this already, but it's overplayed. So, gotta. One must go. We're playing this game today. I was looking at this seriously, and then I saw The Fed. You gotta go The Fed. Number 2, though, cranberry sauce. Nasty. Lazy way to win at Christmas decorating. I think we had this maybe, but let's take time today to appreciate this. This is not lazy. Whoever made this is not lazy. This is great. All any man truly wants is a decently sized house on a few acres of land with a hidden 5-story subterranean bunker complex. Dude, that is... Yeah, look at that. There's little sleeping quarters, little bathroom, little area to study, kitchen. Oh, yeah. That's a dream. Welcome to winter parking, where the spots are made up and the lines don't matter. Already seen it. There's been like a dusting of snow. It's every time. Every time. And look at that. That maroon sedan there, that thing's stuck. Who is allowed to show up at your house unannounced? UPS, FedEx, and Amazon. Good reminder. Don't be showing up to places unannounced. Don't do that. Okay, fine. I'll go camping. What is this? Is this like some sort of Renaissance thing? Is this medieval times on the road or what? I'll go camping in that. Hell yeah. Google, now hiring. No need to apply. We already have all your information. We just had this conversation. If you have an email or especially a cell phone, your information is bought and sold all the time. It's out there, whether you try to protect it or not. Cheap bastards put up a plywood decoy. Made me hit my brakes so hard, a dozen old French fries and $1.87 in change came out from under my seats. I kind of like it because, you know, they're not putting manpower out there, not putting resources. You're not actually going to get a ticket, but it's a nice, like, hey, guys, slow down here. We've got kids on this road. You've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Now get ready for Harley on a Farley. Always a good time to bring this one up. R.I.P. Chris Farley. Great bit right there, by the way. Me helping my kid look for the snacks I ate after they went to bed. You got to distract them with something else. They're easily distracted. Get them going on something else, they'll forget. When someone tells you, go to hell, but you're a Bears fan. Dude. I said it. I predicted it. Caleb Williams is not the answer. But, man, that team is a disaster. That offensive line, horrendous. Caleb Williams. Maybe it's the rookie blues. I don't know. Maybe. But I doubt it. I don't think he's that good. Who noticed that 2025 start with WTF? I hope that's not indicative of the year to come. I'm pretty hopeful for 2025, truly. So I don't think it's an omen. I don't think it's a sign. I hate these so much, dude. So do I. No. I can't believe those even exist. Nasty, dude. You know the food is about to slap when you walk in and see this floor. That reminds me of like an old Dairy Queen or like a Wendy's, and you walk in there and you almost slip on all the grease that's built up. It's flying out of the seed oil fryer, you know? Gotta be careful in those places. Can't believe Italians saw this, then moved to New Jersey. Hey, New Jersey's got a couple interstates, you know? They pump your gas for you in New Jersey. Me. Don't touch that. My toddler. Every time. They look you dead in the eye, too, and just boop. Just touch it. It's like, yeah, you don't tell me what to do. Them. You should sing to your children. Me. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind? Up in here, up in here. It counts. I'd say it counts, you know? At least you put some harmony to it. It counts as singing to your kids. If Asians got random English tattoos, it means love in English. Soup. That would be something interesting to see. If Asian countries, if they do that, if they get tattoos in English to try to be trendy, you know? I really am turning into my father. I'm sorry, Dad. I didn't understand it when you used to huff and puff and say things like, what happened to manners? And were you people raised in a barn? But now I see it. I go to the movie theater and I see it. That's me, man. I'm turning that old curmudgeon-y bastard like, hey, this generation below, a new generation, they have no idea. They're going to be the downfall of this country. I'm turning into that person. Okay, so Ice-T and Ice Cube, but I'm confused about Whitney Houston. It's a dark one. I'll let you figure it out. When you're cutting wrapping paper and the scissors start to glide. Oh, hell yeah. That's a good feeling. It's a talent, too. Because you got to find the right scissor spread for it to cut like that. You know? You got to make the paper a little taut as well. It's an art. When your room is freezing, but you still need some fresh air. Jeez, that's... You can turn it to 68. You shouldn't be doing that if it's 68. You must be one of those people from last week that got upset when I said you guys are psychopaths for sleeping with the window open. If you're doing this and the window's open, shut the window. You're cold. Y'all got any more of them pardons? Nope. No more pardons for you, dude. What was it, like $53 million bail that got denied for him? That's how bad his situation is. And I think he's currently at the Epstein jail. You know what I'm talking about? That Epstein jail. And he's trying to get transferred because he's obviously scared. That's what I heard. And now you got to throw Jay-Z in there. A lot of allegations against Jay-Z coming out. You got to ask, like, what is going on in this entertainment world? What the hell? Like, how many people knew? How many of them? A lot of these actors, artists, you know, musicians, a lot of them had to have known. How my mom felt after naming me Emily instead of Emily. Forever grateful my parents didn't name me Haley. Haley responds. Oh, yeah. You got to be unique. You make it harder for you to spell your name when you're a kid, you know? A picture of my cat after not eating for 30 minutes. Meow, meow. You just ate. I gave you a ton. They won't stop bothering you, Mom. If you have a cat, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They say the first step is the hardest, but it's actually the third step, right before your balls are on the water. I'm laughing, and I know a lot of you guys are laughing because this is true. Oh, that sucks. Grow up. All right, grow up. This isn't tasteful. Grow up. It's true, though. How did you do in today's video? Did you laugh at all? If you did, you lose. You got to pick a day this week. Take the entire day off. No Christmas shopping, no nothing. You got to go sit out on the ice and ice fish all day. Half hour before sunup, half hour after the sun goes down. You'll thank me later. Let me know how you did down in the comments. While you're down there, please like this video. Please help us get it recommended to others. Also, if you're looking for a gift, once again, check out my book. Maybe your loved one will like it, and it might make a good gift for them. So there's an idea for you. That's it for today's show. Until next time, I'm Tyler Zed, and this is Zeducation.
Tic-tac-toe. A winner.
Idiots.